us now from Lviv, Ukraine, is Griff Jenkins, the Fox News correspondent who's reported from many war zones. And Griff, one of the things you discovered from your reporting there is a complete lack of trust in anything Russia says. Explain.
Well, that's right. I mean, once you get on the ground here, Howie, you quickly realize this is a country at war, and Ukrainians are unified in a way they've never been, and they absolutely distrust Russians. Remember, early on in these 39 days of an invasion, we heard Russians saying they were not targeting civilians. Now, look at the images we've been showing all day long coming out of the Kyiv suburbs and places like Bucha. Just unbelievable atrocities being committed. Then, of course, when the retreat began after those negotiations midweek on Wednesday this past week, they said that they were not going to be targeting escalating things in the Kyiv area, but yet they shelled heavily. So at every turn, the Ukrainians do not trust Russians because they've done exactly the opposite of what they said they would do. And it's really driven home a larger point, Howie, that this is a war now that has no rules. Russia is playing by no rules, and anyone is at risk of being indiscriminately killed.
Given the risk, given the tragic loss of two of our Fox colleagues, how does this war differ from others you've covered when it comes to staying safe?
Such a great question. It's unlike anyone that I've covered in the last 20 years, whether it be from Iraq to here in Ukraine, because there's no U.S. military here. You are truly on your own playing, as I just mentioned, in a game with no rules. No Marines, no Army Rangers are coming to get you. We don't even have ISR or eyes in the sky to tell our partners. When I was in Mosul in 2016, at least you had the U.S. military advising and assisting, the 82nd Airborne putting eyes over us as we went in with Iraqi Special Forces. That's not here. Every area is dangerous. Now we've got some dozen journalists that have been killed in this conflict. Just yesterday, a photojournalist that you know, once you go in, you really put yourself at great risk because you don't know how you're going to get out and you don't know where tragedy is going to strike. And that is just how high the stakes are, Howie.
Yeah, it can come from any angle. I've got about half a minute. Obviously, Zelenskyy unhappy with what he sees as the slow pace of weapons from the West. Now that you're there, seeing the bombed out buildings, seeing the human suffering, does it give you a different perspective than sitting here in a Washington studio?
It certainly makes very abundantly clear. You get to see closer the human suffering and the toll that it has taken on this country. That is why you're seeing President Zelenskyy and every member of parliament pretty much, even a woman who is a librarian we spoke to on yesterday's Fox News Live that said, give us the weapons, give us the missiles, give us the planes, let us win this war. That is what they want to do. And the closer you get, the more you understand their mindset for making that desperate request.
Yeah, precisely. Griff Jenkins, thanks very much. Stay safe. Appreciate your reporting. Ahead, Joe Biden is saying he wants Donald Trump prosecuted, but next on MediaBuzz, why Will Smith slapping Chris Rock reflects the worst of our media and entertainment culture.